Hi, I'm Andries. This will be my testimonial for the Parliament Group. I am a web developer intern at Parliament. I have been with them for 4 weeks to be exact. Parliament is entirely remote, so every person at Parliament is working from home, at the comfort of their own home. You may be wondering exactly how that works, but to be honestly with you, it actually works just fine. The most important thing is just communication, active communication that is fully engaged at Parliament. You need not worry about not knowing other things. You need not worry about having had applied for one position and then maybe your term with them is about to be over because there are also other roles that you could fit in, also roles you could play a part in. The only thing you have to be is that you have to be willing to learn because it's a learning platform. It's not just a work environment, it's a learning platform. And in terms of working environment, how does working at home affect productivity? It really doesn't at all. It doesn't affect productivity at all, especially in a negative way. Yes, it doesn't do that. The work environment is it's welcoming, it's approachable, and as long as employees do not actually fall into the principle of the Silo principle, it, everything works just fine because when people fall into the method of the Silo principle, what they do is harbor information from other employees. They harbor information from the fellow employees, and that could collapse the company. Not only just collapse the company, but then prohibit their learning, prohibit their motive, prohibit their overall morale and morale of the company, morale of the other employees. If I don't know what you're working on and you do not want to tell me what you're working on, then we are not going to be working on anything. That is leading us to the same point. So at Lemon, there's a fully engaged, active communication, not only with just your team members, that would be the people from your department or the department you've been assigned. No, there's everybody's engaged in this communication and everybody is willing to learn from one another, is willing to teach one another about the common tasks, about the other things that are involved in Lemon, whether you want to learn about SEO, whether you want to learn about web design, whether you want to learn about HR. It all fits into just one category of what Lemon Group is and it's all about. So I think it's a very great path for one to actually embark on. I think it's great for it's a great learning curve for anybody because we all fit into Lemon and their culture is diverse and as I've mentioned, welcoming. So try to get into Lemon, feel that independence of not having to be at an officially established building or office rather, but actually working from home and working with people all over the world that are actually there for you more than you could ever think. So for me, I've had my development team with me all throughout. They're always there when I need them. questions I ask, information I would need is always provided for me. And if you can't actually complete something, you can reassign it to other person. If you need further clarification on something you don't really understand, it could be provided for you. Productivity, of course, it's always, it's the key. You have to be result driven. You have to actually put in the work, and if you promise to actually finish the work at a certain time, finish the work at that time, and offer your extra hours if you may, if you wish. But then overall, you have to be result driven. Also, feel the adrenaline to want to complete something, to want to actually be competitive and competent, to not only benefit the company but yourself as well, because you're learning, you're actually being productive, you're doing something, you're growing. So in the development team, what we've been mainly doing for the past 4 weeks, it has been designing the website, inspecting the websites, debugging those websites, documenting everything that has been going on, documenting all the issues we run into, and fixing those issues. I do give my thoughts on what could be done, and it's never taken lightly, even though I'm an intern. It's never taken lightly. They actually consider my thoughts, they consider my values, and they're actually put into work. I'm sometimes given the green light to just take over something and actually work on it on my own. I apply my own design patterns, language, and all that. So it's a very great path for me. It's been great, and I think everybody needs to be involved in Pell Lemon. If you want a learning curve, you want to learn about all that you wish to learn about, all that you have, try approaching Pell Lemon, because they're probably looking for you as much as you are looking for them. Thank you.